Welcome back to the channel. Now this is where I could sneak in an artist a little earlier than I probably should. Not should, but yeah, I've been doing a lot. But I'm talking about Tommy. And I heard that he's parting ways with SABATON. So, listening to Dan cover SABATON that I've heard before. Very cool. Adds pads, The Last Stand, and different covers and versions of said song. So it's all, that's what we're here for. Just no other reason than I wanted to, get it up in here. I wanted to pay attention to Tommy's progress. Not like that. That's dumb. Whatever comes next, I'm interested. And as a way to keep it in my head this morning, yeah. If I do 3 reactions evolved around the same subject, I'll probably get the subject stuck in my head. And I won't have to make a last stand just guessing and hoping. I'll know. Oh, hey, awesome. We go back here with the whole solo. That'd be nice. Sometimes I stomp on solos. I don't mean to. I just, hey, it always seems like a good spot to stop. Because if you were listening really close, you'd want to go down to the description and hit the original, right? Listen to that, take a couple playthroughs, get it up in there. Dead. Rollen can't wreck your favorite song. Just say it. It's a suggestion. Not a demand. The Last Stand here is very catchy. I like it. It does make me reflect on the whole and not just the subject matter of the one song. It's conflict in the name of what we think is right. Oof. History's full of that, huh? I'm not taking a side. I'm not. I have a side, and I would agree. Yeah, no, I've been pretty clear. A couple thousand examples of who I am. That being said, I also don't like to take a tunnel vision approach to it all because I, in my heart of hearts, gotta believe I was free from the old ways to creating a little new contract so I didn't have to sacrifice so much to exist. It'd be nice if the freeing power of love, care, and belief was stronger than the control power of implied love, care, belief. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm not shy. I'm not nothing. I think if the history to now was written in conflict and blood, maybe that's enough evidence that we should find another way forward and not keep repeating the same thing. Not. This is where you get to that point where you just know there's that one individual like, no, my way is the only way. It's tough. It's tough. But I figured, listening to the subject matter of the song, I don't want to pull no punches. Song's great, sounds great, looks great. It's all great. Just, I don't want to say more ideas. I just like the whole story. And more than once on the channel, I've discussed how both sides of a conflict, now I'm pretty sure this is true, but at the same time, my opinions are for entertainment purposes only. But hasn't there been times where both sides were driven by the will of something greater than themselves? I find those conflicts extremely interesting. And I don't have any utopian view of a united hippie planet, dancing around the maypole. But I think we tried the conquest path, and I don't know. Did it work out okay for us? I'm not sure. I don't know. I don't want to have to make a last stand in my lifetime, so I figured just running my mouth and talking about possibilities and ideas greater than just a single narrative is important. That being said, I would side with... Yeah, you can't. Ain't no side that does no harm. Yeah, turns out I really like that do no harm thing. Seems to be a good way to traverse life. Personal opinions only. Get the lights on the steps to heaven. Thy will be done. For the legs, for the minds of the Lord, for the home of the holy, for the faith, for the way of the soul. Get the lights so boldly. For the legs, for the minds of the Lord, in the name of His glory. For the faith, for the way of the soul. Come and tell us slowly again. Nice. Yeah, no, and I'm not, right? I'm not knocking on anything here anywhere. I was like, hey, how many times has both sides been destined to be illuminated by those on high? How many times? That's all. Maybe that's what I like about SABATON or covers of. Make me contemplate history and all its. I have problems in this spot. It happened over on a protest. And as I sit here rambling back and forth, I realize I do believe that people are misled, make poor choices, but then still engage in acts of heroism, bravery, and honor. For every wah person out there, if you support certain forms of health care, you don't get to condemn war. Boy, if your problem is you got to get them before they pop out. I guess I will side with the history of warfare over the history of child sacrifice. How about that? If I've got to be fair, believers can go back and forth as long as they want, as long as they're not passing their children through the fires, right? As long as it's not about the spark of life is irrelevant. Yeah, that I question things completely. So, all that being said, I'm not a big fan of the ideas of slaying one in heavenly honor. At the same time, I'm not gonna deny that those historical moments took place. That'd be just dumb. Pretending I'm gonna retcon history to help the feelings, well, of anyone, nah. Turns out I think it appears we've reached this point where a lot of folks are gonna need a lecture. Because technically, I'm not doing you any harm when your feelings get hurt. Your inability to cope with what you hear makes you do harm to yourself. I do not advocate for self-harm. Ever. But this idea that other people... No! Words are violence. No! Violence is violence, dumbass. My words are benign up until you can't handle them correctly, or anyone, right? That's the whole problem. You get a rub that you're like, that's bothersome. But blood sacrifice as a national sacrament, that's good, right? Yeah, so I got my positions. I draw my lines in the sand. I make my last stand on certain subjects. And as always, it seemed like a, good place to vent. Because I believe in the freeing power of Jesus, right? The new covenant created so I don't have to make sacrifices no more and I can free myself from the tyranny of man. Then, whether it's Jesus or natural law, it's the same set of rules. No harm, don't steal. All kinds of stuff. It's all crime is theft. Right? So, you know what I mean? As long as you don't steal, do no harm, don't steal. Hey, I'm pretty cool with whatever, because I would like a planet full of people that didn't steal from each other and did each other no harm. Man, would that be something else. That seems like an idea I might be willing to make a last stand for. Later.